The purpose of this little video here is to discuss an upcoming basic workshop in clinical hypnosis and self-hypnosis and how to establish a new age professional practice. The purpose of this upcoming webinar on October 14th to the 16th from 12 to 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time is to teach all the participants how to induce a hypnotic state and how to use it in appropriate situations with skill and competence in a professional practice with a special emphasis on a new age focus. Those of you that are familiar with my practice of regressions, progressions into future lives, regressions into past lives, super conscious mind tap for energy healing, will be familiar with. That is the purpose of this webinar, is to teach you how to actually run your own practice. No previous training is required for this. Whether you are a psychologist, whether you are a physician, social worker, dentist, nurse, or other health professional, or even a lay person, this webinar can help you achieve the in-depth knowledge and experience you need to establish a lucrative and rewarding hypnotherapy practice. I've been doing this for many decades, so I can testify to this. Some of the topics that I'll be presenting in this will be myths and realities about hypnosis, how to educate people as to what hypnosis is and isn't, how safe it is, indications and contraindications, pre-induction talks, demonstrations of induction and deepening techniques, hypnotic language, age regression, past life regression, future life progression, age progression, superconscious mind taps, resistance to hypnosis, how to deal with them, and case discussions and equipment considerations. In other words, everything you need to know to establish and maintain a high quality hypnotherapy practice with a new age orientation. And when you take this webinar series, you will also be sent an actual manual with all the scripts of all the techniques I'll be doing. So you can have something to work with before you develop your own specific techniques. So in other words, this is a pretty much hands-on approach with everything you need to know. There will be DVDs and CDs or MP3 files associated with this for your own experience and to teach you how to do workshops and lectures and other demonstrations or webinars to promote your practice. So this is all inclusive, everything you need to know.
So it's a 3-day course.
Right, 3 days from October 14th to the 16th. That's a Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday from 12 to 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
And they can attend live or receive the recordings after, is that true?
That's correct, yes. And all the information is on my homepage, drbrucegoldberg.com, DR for Dr. BRUCEGOLDBERG.com. If you click on the homepage, you can go to a hot link automatically, which will give you all the information for registration, and we'll describe the course in detail. And they'll also, when you register for it, you'll see all the other MP3 files of all the techniques I have. I have various albums that you can see on my homepage about not just the hypnotic training that we're doing, regression, progression techniques, psychic self-defense, out-of-body experiences, meeting time travelers, karmic capitalism, all the things that I deal with in my practice. They're all available on MP3 files from the acoustichealth.com, which sponsors this particular webinar, and my regular monthly webinars that I do on Sundays between 12, the second Sunday of the month between 12 and 2 p.m. Pacific Standard. And they'll be updating banners on each of these future webinars on my homepage, as well as my Facebook and Twitter page.
So once they complete the 3 days, they start their own practice with their own clients, and then are they connecting with you? I think I saw that they have after 6 months, there's another workshop.
The way I do this is based upon what I call a lot of years of experience. So in other words, they take the webinar, they have all the materials to do the techniques. Obviously, the next step, and a very important one, is for them to see people, whether it's family, friends, or if they establish their own practice, to have clinical experience. So in other words, you do this for about 6 months. I use that as a rule of thumb because by then you're going to have a wide spectrum of all the kinds of patients, clients, whatever you call them, to deal with. And any problems you may have or resistances, we call that resistances, which is really not a big deal, as you'll see here. It's very simple. You'll be able to see that over and over again. So let's say there's a certain kind of person you're working with or a certain technique that you're having difficult with. After 6 months, you'll be able to establish that, and then you can contact me and I can do a little video with you to deal with case by case to help you to overcome whatever those issues are. Because these techniques are really pretty simple. And overcoming issues with hypnosis, as long as you explain it to the patient correctly or the client, you'll find them very simple to deal with.
Great. Okay. All right. Anything else?
No, just everything is on the website. I would suggest they just go there and enjoy the webinars. I'll be doing one also this coming October 11th, prior to the hypnosis training program, on time travels from our future, from 12 to 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Sunday, October 11th. And of course, I'll be promoting this webinar at the end of that one too. So that's fun. Every Sunday, second Sunday of the month, between 12 and 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, I do these webinars on different techniques, and they'll be advertised and promoted several weeks in advance.